It's time, all right. It's 1 week away time. 1 week away from tonight, right here, Jim Cornette. Heat will be live from Chicago, Illinois, the site of Judgment Day.
And it's going to be Judgment Day for one of three men, either The Undertaker, Kane, or Stone Cold Steve Austin. The Undertaker faces Kane for the WWF title, but the rub is, Shane, that Steve Austin is going to be the man that allegedly has to award the championship to the winner of that match.
The rub, and my father has said that all the pain, everything that Vince McMahon has suffered will be worth it, because Stone Cold Steve Austin will have to suffer the indignity of awarding the World Wrestling Federation Championship to either The Undertaker or Kane.
Well, Steve Austin has other plans, and just like he said right here on Heat last week when he was barking up your tree, he doesn't care if the brothers tear each other apart.
Heat, Michael Cole, Kevin Kelly at ringside. Two big title matches in the hour, Michael. Here's the first of two, but what about Benoit and Hardcore Holly? You can feel the intensity in this building here tonight.
One fall, and it's for the World Wrestling Federation Light Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first the challengers. He weighs in at 217 pounds. Is a member of Too Cool, Scotty, Hotty.
Kevin, we've been talking all weekend long about the fact that Hardcore Holly would meet Chris Benoit for the Intercontinental title, but I think old Hardcore took it to a new level as we kick off Heat here tonight. Hardcore Holly's been talking about this title match all week. Hardcore Holly is focused and determined on becoming the Intercontinental Champion. But this could be a very radical night here on Sunday Night Heat. Not only is Benoit defending
on Sunday Night Heat. And as you saw earlier on, Test actually the Hardcore Champion going into Raw this past Monday night. He was defeated by Rhino, who had the Hardcore title stolen from him, from WCW star Mike Awesome.
It was a pretty confusing thing, but when you look at it, it wasn't that confusing. Mike Awesome came out of nowhere and just cleaned Rhino's clock and became a new Hardcore champion.
Will Mike Awesome be one of the WCW stars in action tomorrow night? Live from Tacoma, you heard the decree by Linda McMahon. WCW stars will battle other WCW stars in matches tomorrow night live on Raw's War.
Yeah, but now wait a minute. That's all fine and well, but
Absolute power, Kevin. It's a lesson for Kane to learn. Better to learn it early than later.
Well, what kind of lesson will X-Pac learn when he has to take on the Big Red Machine later on tonight? Mosh is in the ring. Headbangers are here, but joining him will be the Oddities. Here we go. There he is, folks, the original Oddity, the WWF Hall of Famer, George the Animal Steele, joined the Oddities last Sunday here on Heat in very surprising fashion, Shane.
Well, as you said, the original Oddity, George the Animal Steele, coming out from who knows where the Animal's been, surprising the Headbangers, and man, wow, what a shot! Animal had a little early holiday feast, though, a little turnbuckle. Has a little hint of apple pie taste.
I'll tell you, there is only one, George the Animal Steele, and he certainly fits right in with Golga, Kurgan, Giant Silva, and Luna, the Oddities. Of course, the Oddities have been stinging as of late, courtesy of the Headbangers. What about Luna? Just about a month ago, Shane, she had her head shaved.
Record stores everywhere, but you can get it at ShopZone.com right now.
Dead man walking. Awesome, Paul. And his opponent from Houston, Texas, weighing in at 330 pounds, the Undertaker.
Kidman Inc. is open for business.
damn right, baby. Best entrance, I think, in the WWF. Awesome stuff right here.
The Undertaker rolling in thanks to Limp Bizkit here on Heat, set to go one-on-one with Christian and Taz next Sunday night, Las Vegas, Nevada. The Dead Man riding the motorcycle into the Thomas and Mack Center. It's Undertaker and Kane, Edge and Christian, the Dudley Boyz, triple threat match for the WWF Tag Team title.
That matchup's gonna be a Donnybrook, a Pier Sixer, Cole, it'll be a rocket buster. Joey Numbers himself told me.
Undertaker and Kane, Edge, Christian, Dudley Boyz put into that match last week by WWF owner Mr. McMahon. It was Undertaker and Kane versus Edge and Christian on Raw Monday night to determine who faced the Dudleys. Dudleys were at ringside doing commentary. A brawl broke out. Mr. McMahon said, "You're all winners. Let's make it a triple threat. Let's throw you all in the pot and see who comes out as champions." And I have to think, Taz, Undertaker and Kane have got to be the favorites going into this one.
Oh, I agree with you on that. I mean, the Dudleys, tremendous champions, no doubt about it.
Will you shut up? Concentrate on the beautiful Trish Stratus. The gorgeous Trish Stratus.
The following Divas Contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied by Santino. From Toronto, Canada, Trish Stratus.
I told you that if you laughed at me tonight, I would just get up and walk out. And I'm threatening to do that right now.
That's good stuff.
If I didn't love Trish so much, Eugene, that was an illegal headbutt from Benoit and from Eugene.
Well, in spite of all that, Coach, Subway presents WWE.
Welcome back to Heat, and Coach Shawn Michaels and Vince McMahon and Shane McMahon. This thing is still going on, and Saturday night's main event just made it even worse.
Introducing first, from New York City, New York, weighing 237 pounds, Matt Striker.
I told Shawn Michaels a long time ago, you don't cross the boss, or this is what can happen.
And currently in the
Mr.
ring,
McMahon said he's going to make Shawn Michaels' life a living hell. That's exactly what he has done. But fast forward now to my main man, Matt Striker. This is a guy who has star potential. This is a guy I love to listen to.
Once again, class is in session.
I love when he says that too. Class is in session.
And once again, you need me to teach the lessons that need to be taught.
You like that sweater, Coach? I've seen better.
You see, everything that I do is educational. For instance, can anyone tell me what historical figure has inspired my wrestling apparel that I don this evening?
These people don't know anything about history.
Anyone? Anyone? No one? Why, it's the great French philosopher Voltaire. And if you don't know who he is, feel free to look him up.
Great shot, fellas.
Now, young man, your name is Christopher, correct? Christopher, tonight you are going to learn a very valuable physical lesson from me, Matt Striker, your teacher. Now please chime that metallic device.
that would be a bell to.
I'll show you. You'll see.
Al, I gotta admit, that was a devastating move by Shane McMahon.
Look at
on
the
my
sign.
boss Eric Big with Flower.
Does she realize that Flower was the skunk in Bambi? The following contest is a mixed tag team match scheduled for one fall. Approaching the ring, the combination of Steven Richards and Victoria.
Well, Al, you were there earlier today. You heard Victoria say that if Ivory wanted Steven Richards, she had to have her too. I saw your face.
Yeah, I just thought.
Of course, with each passing day, with each passing moment, he gets more miserable, and he makes our lives more miserable.
Just his pure presence alone makes me just want to throw up.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from the Maori, weighing 235 pounds, Raven.
And I don't like Raven being that close to my girl.
Well, you know, and he
wasn't hitting on her like Stamboli was last week, however.
But you know, you can't make Terry look not as beautiful as normal, but standing next to him,
No.
she just brings, a whole level down, just brings it down. What a miserable man.
Raven vanished off of Raw a couple of weeks ago, and tonight is a rematch from that night, and maybe a chance for some big-time revenge.
That's right, cheat and pick out an order to take Lester.
Well, you can't blame Mr. McMahon on that. I love Mr. McMahon. He's great.
And from Toronto,
6th draft pick for SmackDown. Edge set to take on Goldust, the lottery pick for Raw. And you can hear Rob Zombie's Edge's music on Forcible Entry, available now. And what a rockin' CD that is.
No doubt. Forcible Entry is a rocket buster, actually. And no Taz's track is on there. Just another pickup by Santino.
Edge and Goldust set to go one-on-one. The brand extension starts tomorrow night. Ric Flair's Raw live on TNN. Mr. McMahon's SmackDown debuts on Thursday night.
One night stand is in the books. Mr. McMahon has lost his mind, and Chuck Palumbo is on a motorcycle.
This contest is set for one fall. Introducing first from San Diego, California, weighing 285 pounds, Chuck Palumbo.
By the way, my name is Todd Grisham. I'm sitting next to Jonathan Coachman.
238 pounds, Stevie.
Yeah, I gotta be honest with you, I'm in a weird mood this week. Because I don't know what's gonna happen this week on Raw. I don't know what's gonna happen to Chuck Palumbo on that motorcycle. And, you know, you and I could be separated next week. We could be together. Who knows? So the drafts, the first ever tri-branded draft is on its way. It will happen this week on Raw. Who's going where? We simply do not know, but the possibilities are endless. Yeah, emotions are certainly running high on all. I say the spit cup has been laid. It's amazing to me that he's one of the world's foremost movie critics. As eloquent as he spoke tonight. I love Trevor Murdoch.
Introducing next from Hollywood, California, weighing 260 pounds, Goldust.
He is the Prince of Perversion. I'll finish it for you. The enigmatic one. He's from Hollywood, California. That's where you like to roll, so to speak, Coach. I don't know why you don't enjoy Goldust more than you do. He's from West Hollywood.
You're coming now.
I had to wait to talk because the pyro was so loud.
Well, that's what the Dudley Boyz do.
Yeah.
They set the arena on fire so much you can't get a word in edgewise.
Title tag team match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from New York City at a combined weight of 543 pounds, Devon, Conway, the tag team champions, the Dudley Boyz. And at a combined weight of 489 pounds, you don't seem too excited.
I'm always excited when the tag team chumps are here.
You should be a little happier. Well, tonight, Heat and the Dudley Boyz are brought to you by Stocker 2's YG Stinger. For that extreme boost of energy, you gotta feel the sting.
And by Lord Larson Tobacco Company's Youth Smoking Prevention Program. Reminding you, tobacco's whack over your teen. Go to WWE.com and enter to win a chance to design your very own WWE Superstar t-shirt.
In my Subway, good so you don't always have to be. That comes in handy for you, coach. Subway, eat fresh.
Well, the Dudley Boyz coming out the ringside here and giving props to the servicemen and women who have honored us with their presence here tonight.
Man, Bubba is really in the house with the armed forces.
You know what I always wonder every time the Dudley Boyz come out? What do they take that everybody else doesn't seem to take?
I always wonder.
As far as the energy level is concerned.
I always wonder what kind of a clothing budget they have.
And tonight on Sunday Night Heat, among the title matches, the Intercontinental Championship will be on the line. The new champion Edge to take on Test here tonight, live on Heat.
Tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Making their way to the ring at a combined weight of 572 pounds, X Factor.
Well, it's going to be X Factor against Raven, just incredible. The alliances, this WWF alliance situation continues to move towards Survivor Series 3 weeks away. One company, Al, is going out of business. Is it going to be the World Wrestling Federation or the Alliance?
Well, I don't know about you, but I hope it's not the World Wrestling Federation because we'll be out of a job.
Getting our resumes ready, perhaps, as we head toward Survivor Series and we head toward...
Strong! That's big! And that's strong!
What happened was...
120 pounds, is one half of the World Tag Team Champions, Kane.
Okay, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say, in a few minutes, it ain't going to be easy being Johnny Priest.
Well, the proverbial biting off more than you can chew. Here it is, and it's got a name. Kane.
When was the last time we saw Kane here on Heat?
It's been a while.
Welcome back to Heat, everybody, and the roof is coming off of this place for the arrival of this man, Rob Van Dam.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Battle Creek, Michigan, weighing 230 pounds, Rob Van Dam.
Well, this man, RVD, has challenged Eddie Guerrero to a match at Judgment Day for the Intercontinental title. Hopefully we'll find out Eddie Guerrero's response later in the hour. Well, tonight, Heat is brought to you by Stagger 2, the world's strongest fat burner. Call 1-800-LIGHTLINE or visit Stagger2.com.
And by Sony Pictures, the new guy. On May 10th, a Zero will rise.
And by Hungry Man, I Want to Go. Log on to WWF.com to win a chance to be in their next commercial starring...
What a jerk that Big Boss Man is. Just when Crash was getting lucky. Sure, it might have been for the first time. Why does Boss Man got to come around and blow it for Crash?
Boss Man has a serious problem with Crash Holly. Put it right, he's nothing but a bully as Gangrel gets set to head to the ring here on Sunday Night Heat. Wild show. Kane is expected a little bit later on. Plus, you'll see in action tonight.
TNA!
Following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the World Wrestling Federation Hardcore Championship. Introducing first the challenger, he weighs in at 250 pounds, Gangrel.
The no-holds-barred falls count anywhere here tonight.
Wait.
Hardcore titles on the line. RC Edge presents Unforgiven, live Sunday, September 24th from the First Union Center in Philadelphia. RC Edge, not just cola, power cola. So Gangrel set to take on Hardcore champion Steve Blackman. And Blackman, Kevin, has changed the entire complexion of this Hardcore division. He's put the Hardcore back into Hardcore.
Well, not only has Steve Blackman professionally found his niche in the Hardcore division, Steve Blackman has also transcended that title. And it is now more about a focused style of fighting. And really, I gotta wonder if Gangrel is ready for it. Maybe Gangrel is more ready than either of us expect.
One man Bill.
Oh! Here we go. Feeling good. Yo, yo, yo.
This contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Glens Falls, New York, weighing in at 270 pounds, Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
I'm usually not a proponent of being in a good mood or being happy, but this week I am.
And weighing in at 275 pounds, Mai Tai Anoa'i.
My tie Ananoia. He's not your tie. He's not our tie. He's my tie.
He does have a quite the look.
Whoa, Gene Snitsky, he has a weird way of having fun. I mean, chasing Lita through the back of the arena?
Well, I've seen some of the men chasing you, and you've got nothing on Lita. This contest is scheduled for one fall. Representing La Resistance from the province of Quebec, weighing 230 pounds, Robert Conway. So Ivory, Robert Conway all set to go one-on-one in singles competition. Of course, a former part of the World Tag Team Champions, La Resistance.
Well, Robert, I gotta say, is quite the machine himself when it comes to working the mat in the ring. But boy, I can't wait till New Year's Revolution to see Kane come back and meet Gene Snitsky.
Well,
woo, is that gonna be exciting?
Snitsky, of course, the man who put Kane out for so many weeks now, and Kane set to return at New Year's Revolution, and I have a feeling
WWE, especially for me and my partner, Al Snow. What's up, baby?
Oh, you know, Coach, it couldn't have gone any better. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing 243 pounds, Val Venis. California, weighing 225 pounds, Slater Bane.
Well, we're all set for a huge night right here on Sunday Night Heat, but Al, first things first, you, my friend, are brilliant. What a great week you had.
Oh, I had a great week. You had a great week. And you know what? I was so good, I almost made myself believe.
You were good, but I'm 1-0. And we're going to take a look at it later, but we've got a great hour. Stick around right here on Sunday Night Heat.
I would like to thank the Academy. I'd like to thank my...
And at a combined weight of 578 pounds, Bradshaw and Fruit, the APA.
They love to brawl, they love to drink, they love to smoke, and I'll tell you, Taz, they hire their services out to anybody. In fact, they hired their services out to Mr. McMahon a couple of weeks ago to do a number on Jericho and Benoit.
Well, they got that job done, and if you're going to do a service for anyone, it might as well be the boss, Mr. McMahon.
So the APA and X-Pac and Just Incredible kicking us off. Tag team action on Sunday Night Heat. A little bit later on, the Dudley Boyz in action. Jeff Hardy defends the light heavyweight title. We're going to have the brackets for the Elite Eight for the King of the Ring tournament, plus Perry Saturn.
The hotel room.
Still filming.
And he's still filming. And then they go down the mirror, you know, what do you write? I know who you are, I know who you are. These guys are whack guys. He's nuts, man.
Following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the World Wrestling Federation Light Heavyweight Championship. Making his way to the ring from Cameron, North Carolina, weighing in at 218 pounds, is the World Wrestling Federation Light Heavyweight Champion, Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Hardy, the light heavyweight champion, set to defend here tonight on Sunday Night Heat. Been a wild couple of weeks for Jeff. Won the light heavyweight title, plus he's in the Elite Eight of the King of the Ring tournament. Coming up in a little bit, Taz, we're going to give you the complete brackets for the Elite Eight of the King of the Ring. Starts tomorrow night on Raw's War.
Yeah, we got some cool matchups. I know what they are, but I can't...
I'm the coach. Well, I tell you what, Lita, this is a pretty cool new tune for 3-minute warning.
You know, it's by Two Skinny Jays. Did you know that?
Two Skinny Jays.
Team match scheduled for one fall. Here we go. At a combined weight of 713 pounds, Rosie and
Well, Lita, I'm wondering if this show's only going to last for 3 minutes, but I tell you what, this past Monday night, Eric Bischoff wasted no time in letting us all know exactly what the Elimination Chamber was going to be.
Absolutely not. It's another one of what the Elimination Chamber is and who's going to be involved. I'm actually concerned for everybody's safety. This could be like a Hell in a Cell type dangerous match.
Well, I tell you what, you may have some insight that I'm not aware of, because Eric Bischoff gave away a little bit, but the big thing... that Michelle got cut last Monday night on Raw.
It was a big surprise to me, too. Hey, look, there's my boy, Maven. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Charlottesville, Virginia, weighing 230 pounds, Maven!
Coach, I think everybody was caught off guard by the fact that Michelle was eliminated.
Here's what I said. I said if the voting would have been after SummerSlam, Michelle would still be around, because Michelle dominated Diva Dodgeball at SummerSlam.
Oh, she was like a cannon. She was firing them balls.
And by the way, if I'm one of our Raw Divas, I'm embarrassed. We are back on Sunday Night Heat, all set for the main event. And Al, what a treat this week. There he is, the very best in the business. You can't argue with that. The one and only, the Game, Triple H.
Well, this may be a treat for you, but it is one hell of an opportunity. We've said this the whole night long. Non-title contest it's scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing 272 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, Triple H.
This crowd is at an absolute fever pitch for the arrival of the World Heavyweight Champion. And what a cocky heavyweight champion we have here tonight.
Well,
saying it's not going to take long.
Hey, it's not cocky when you can back it up. He has been on one hell of a roll since he got that championship belt. Not too many people have been able to pry it off his way.
The leader of Evolution, and Evolution has been on a roll as well. As we get set for the main event, folks, tonight I can tell you that Sunday Night Heat is brought to you by JVC's Tower Power. Real logic, real turbo, and like Al Snow, real loud.
And by Truth, revealing quality internal tobacco documents since, I don't know, a while ago.
And by Greyhound Friendly Fares, over 3,700 destinations. Call, walk up, or log on to Greyhound.com for tickets.
That's usually how you get around the country, isn't it, Cole?
Well, I usually get there faster than you.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, I am jacked up, I am pumped up, but I am nothing like what I'm sure Maven is right now, waiting to come out here. And like you said earlier, the biggest match
Gone south for good.
And his opponent from Victoria, Texas, weighing in at 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
One ovation for the former Pro Wrestling Federation champion. And here we go, Stone Cold.
And from Calabria, Italy, weighing in at 227 pounds, Santino Marella.
So it's Italy versus the United States, Josh. If this were a soccer game, you'd give the edge to Santino, but it's a wrestling match, and Hacksaw Jim Duggan weighs 270 pounds.
What in the world is soccer?
Thank you, Josh. It's those in-depth comments that you make that we're going to miss the most here on Heat. As there's nostalgia in the air as we say goodbye to one of WWE's most successful programs.
I hope Santino has something to say. I love Santino Marella. I'm not going to lie about it either. I'm covering his ears. He won't even listen to the USA chants.
You made a big mistake. You see, unfortunately for you, Hacksaw Jim Duggan Donuts, stop that!
Are they saying Italy?
Santino probably thinks they are.
Unfortunately for you, Hacksaw Jim Duggan Donuts, you are the perfect person to make an example of, to demonstrate to Rodney the Piper and Cousin Sal just what kind of athlete I am. Just like Rodney the Piper, you're a relic from the 1980s.
Whoa.
And you're a legend at the bar and the buffet.
Santino's words don't seem to bother Hacksaw too much.
I don't think Hacksaw understands it. Hacksaw's hearing's not so good nowadays. You know how many shots
like
he's
Cousin
taken?
Sal, I am much bigger and stronger than you. So today, it's not going to be for the USA. It's going to be for Italy. Italy. Italy.
Usually I agree somewhat with some of the things Santino's saying, but when he says he's bigger and stronger from Hacksaw, well, that's simply not true, Josh. I'm sorry.
Well, Santino, in his mind, I think he truly